Keep marking through the whole thing so you get an idea for something. And one.
The Kennesaw State University cheerleading team practices just down the road at the Stingray All-Stars Cheer main location in Marietta, Georgia. Many athletes on the Spirit Squad are also members of the local gym and compete year-round. Head coach Charlie has been the leader for the KSU cheer team for 4 seasons, including this year. He is also one of the top instructors for the Stingray All-Stars and has extensive cheerleading knowledge in all forms. Alongside him are a handful of coaches that assist in specific skills such as game day knowledge, stunting, and overall routine composition. The KSU cheer team practices 3 times a week, on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays at different times throughout the day. The teams begin these mandatory practices the first week of August. During the summer and fall, the team's main priority is cheering for games, making appearances, and overall school spirit. In December, the team begins choreography for its nationals routine. While the practices begin to shift pace, the athletes still cheer basketball games and engage in school activities throughout the early spring. An NCAA's nationals routine is composed of 6 main components: tumbling, stunts, pyramid, dance, baskets, and jumps. All of these skills are compacted tightly into a 2-minute and 15-second routine. This means that many skills may overlap and that there is very little extra time, if any at all. As the team approaches nationals, practices consist of warm-ups, full-outs, and follow-up corrections. It's a tiring process, but the team knows it will face tough competition within a matter of 2 weeks. A full out is a practice of exactly how the team will compete. It's a display of mental and physical ability.
Hey y'all, my name is Josh. I'm a second year at Kennesaw State University here at the Stingray All-Stars in Marietta, and we are a week away from Daytona Nationals. Coed's about to watch all-girl go. We're going to see him kill it.
The KSU Spirit Squad is broken into 2 separate teams for competition purposes: all-girl intermediate and co-ed advanced. As the teams perform their full-out routines, the other team watches from the front and supports them. They cheer and yell, giving that little extra push for those on the mat. The teams compete in separate divisions at different levels, therefore throwing different skills. At nationals, a panel of judges observes each and every team, looking for minor mistakes, falls, and missed skills. The score sheet for NCAA has 2 categories for every component: difficulty and execution. While teams aim to score in the highest level for overall difficulty, it is also imperative that the team scores high in execution, or cleanliness and sharpness of the skills performed. If a team's execution scores are low across the board, it can be the difference of first and last place. Divisions are stacked, with the differences in places being only tenths of a point in some cases. A team must hit all skills and execute it with precision in order to place in the top 3. Majority of routines include a high energetic dance with sharp motions, level changes, and facial expressions. These dances are the final note and count for as many points as the other skills in the routine. At most practices, the 2 teams will go back to back, completing anywhere from 2 to 5 full-out routines. Their bond and love for the sport keeps them moving forward. Most of these athletes have been engaged in the sport since a very young age, whether it be for all-star, rec, or even school cheer. They've developed these skills for many years and are perfecting them, one day at a time. However, these skills aren't individual, as they require teamwork and trust. Top girls, or the flyers all the way at the top of the pyramid, have no choice but to rely on those 2 levels down. They are there to catch them if even the slightest move goes wrong. Pyramids are the ultimate test of this trust, as it is the only point in the routine every athlete is working together in one structure to perform a single, connected, synchronized skill. With just one slip of a hand, a whole stunt could come crashing down.
So this is one of our last practices before we leave for Daytona, and I'm really excited because we've been working really hard since the beginning of the season, which started pretty much like over the summer. So all the hard work's about to pay off, and I can't wait for the results.
As practice is close to the end, teams wrap up their final routines and begin to focus on the details. Cheerleading doesn't always go perfect. There's always hiccups and mistakes. As cheerleading is such a team sport, every individual must be on track with the others in order for a stunt to hit seamlessly. This alone takes repetition after repetition. The team begins drills in the falls in order to build up to this moment. Without the slow progression, the stunts would have little technique to fall back on when it matters the most. With just under 2 weeks left to perfect every little detail, the athletes push themselves. They prepare for that moment on the mat and dream of bringing home 2 more banners. However they place, the team will proudly represent KSU Owls with heart, perseverance, and honor.